Welcome to another video. This is actually take 2 of this video. We filmed this yesterday whilst Dad was in the middle of his whiff duties over there with all the washing. So we had the tumble dryer and the washing machine going, and he was trying to cook a roast dinner, which was amazing and totally worth it, but it just the audio on this was atrocious. I got about 20 minutes in and I couldn't even listen to it. So yeah, we're filming again, much to Mum's pleasure.
However, we will forgive him.
Yes, because it was really good.
Oh, it was lovely. Yeah,
it was really good. And we really shouldn't have just tried to film yesterday. We were trying to be efficient, weren't we? Because we wanted to be able to process all this and get it all washed. And some of it's been washed, but not all of it.
I hope you can remember which. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, no, I think I've got a pretty good idea. Let's get started. We'll start at the place we did last time. We've bought some more cones, and these are from UK Alpaca. I will list as many of these shops in the description bar as I possibly can. I bought the double knit and Mum bought I bought the 4-ply and Mum bought the double knit.
Yeah. And
we went for this particular colour because
it is the base colour that they use to dye all their wools. So we have decided, I was
going to say, Mum has decided.
I like knitting this wool, it's lovely to feel, and I don't like knitting dark colours.
Because you just find them really difficult to see as well. And you knit in the evenings in your chair with the light on, but still. Yeah. And you absolutely refuse to knit me another black cardigan, don't you?
Yep.
You've made me one.
Pretty much.
And that was enough. Yeah. So I would really like a couple of black cardigans. We've decided, or Mum has very wisely decided, that she's going to knit them in this and then we're going to dye them ourselves. Yeah. This 4-ply is going to be the green shrug that Mum made for me that I managed to felt, and now it looks like a very odd hat. I'm going to dye this one green, and then there's going to be a black jumper that comes out of that, and I would imagine quite a few other things as well. The last cone you got just kept on going, didn't it?
Yes, I mean
we've still got some left.
A little bit left.
So yes, we have a cone each. Which I'm very obviously willing to share with Mum for this one as well, and vice versa, which is great. And whilst we're talking about wool, do you want to do the one that's on the bag? That's on because we actually forgot to film this particular thing yesterday as well. So maybe let's not get all of them out. No. But we'll get out the pattern. If you've watched the vlogs recently, you will know that Karen very, very kindly sent Mum a Christmas present, and it was this pattern, which I will do a close-up of for you. And we found black sheep wools, and they were doing the alpaca wool for $2.90, $2.49 a ball for some miles and £2 for others. Yeah. So Mum went along with this pattern, and then the poor lady was like, okay, how many do you need of what now? So they've bought all of them. And I'm using the green that I'm currently knitting with, the dark green. Which I don't think you've seen. No. But there's another colour that's going into this little mix. You only need a little bit of it. Yeah. So. But it's going to be amazing, and you're going to be your second time doing intarsia knitting, isn't it? Yeah. Which was great practice with my octopus. So she keeps telling me. Yes. So, well, I know somebody else who wants an octopus jumper. And Mum swore never again. I don't know if that will actually ever happen. Sorry, Tatty. It's a lot of wool. And that even fitted in. She took it all out, and you filled in the gaps in your suitcase, didn't you, to get that home. As you can probably see, we have giant piles of things in front of us. I did film a little bit earlier yesterday of what the piles looked like folded. This is Mum's restrained pile of shopping. This was gifts from her friend in Norwich, and that's what I bought. And what Mum's pile looked like and what mine looked like. Very neat. Very neat and folded. And this is all being kind of like unfolded to be washed, and we've had to get it back out again. So yeah, the piles look even more giant now, but mine is definitely bigger than yours. Yeah. Yeah. You don't like a big stash, do you? No, it stresses you. Yes, I need to have a defined stash. Like, not quilting stash. That's But that's different. All much smaller amounts as well, isn't it? Yeah. So we need to sort your quilting stash out, don't we? We do. We will film that process, don't worry. It'll be a nightmare. It won't, it'll be fine. Most of it's already folded. We just got to reorganise the colour. And because they were all organised initially, but they've got more and more. I don't go in it. I don't touch it. No, it's me. Yeah. So we need to probably redo your fabric stash as well, because I organised that for you, and it's gotten into a mess again. I don't know how you do it. She's, I like this one, and I keep adding things, you see, and then you take one out, and Anyway, let's talk about what we have in front of us here. So I'm going to start because I have a lot more than you.
You do.
Yeah, I'm going to go through mine first. So this is strawberry print cotton.
I thought she'd grown out of strawberries, but she's back into them again.
Well, I have, as you all know, and will be able to tell from some of these, a definite leaf obsession, but I also have an absolute strawberry obsession as well. I've done an entire quilt with strawberry fabrics, which I definitely overbought, and I already cut them all into basically jelly rolls. So I have all of this jelly roll strips with strawberries on to make probably at least 2 other quilt tops, large quilt tops. I was going to do like because all the K-Wood templates that I bought do the 5, 6 and 8 pointed stars, so I was going to do a sampler quilt of all the different stars that you can get out of it. But anyway, I'm digressing. Sorry, strawberries. I get excited about strawberries, clearly. I saw this cotton from Bombay stores. It was £5 a metre. They gave me 5 metres for 20 quid, bargain. And it's going to be the McCall's 6696 shirt dress with a circle skirt bottom. I made one of those last year and I absolutely love it. This one's going to be, now it's been washed, the cotton's just sort of stiffened up a little bit, so it's going to be really, really pretty and very nice to wear in the summer. That's what this one will be. And whilst we were at Bombay stores, yours is actually there on the top. We found some fabric for Dad.
Oh! We actually did a FaceTime with Danny.
We FaceTimed
of all the flannels.
Yes. There was a giant row. I nearly bought some as well. It's nice and soft, even look at it. Lovely. And it's going to be a long sleeved shirt, isn't it?
A winter shirt.
A winter shirt. So I think what you...
Or autumn as well, maybe.
Yeah.
Spring.
Yeah.
Not summer.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be basically like the 4 weeks of the year that we have super hot weather for. He won't wear it that 4 weeks. You've had the Walden shirt, and that was what you made the other long sleeved one out of, wasn't it? But I think what we night do this time is use the Nicola pattern and just put the Walden sleeves on it, because the Nicola is only a short sleeve pattern. Yes. But that fits in perfectly, doesn't it? So you could just smoosh on the Walden sleeves because they've got the tower plackets. Yes. And yeah. You love the Walden though, because that was a present from Hannah.
Oh, it's brilliant.
And it's the instructions on that are really, really good.
Very good. They? And I use those instructions every time I'm making a shirt.
Regardless of what pattern it is.
Yeah, because you can adapt it.
Yeah. So, but that's what that's going to be. So there's 4 metres of that, and I think that was £5 a metre as well, wasn't it?
Yes, I think so.
He did pick this one out. There was another really large check that I liked, but I have enough. I have more than enough. Next on my list, and as I say, these are not remotely folded anymore because they've all been put in the wash pile. So this is a viscose, and it's from Montreux Fabrics. It's really lovely. I love viscose.
I saw it, didn't I?
Well, you saw a pink one first, and then you saw this one at the very bottom. Yeah. She said, how am I going to get this one out for you? And she did exactly what she does with her stash and just went, like this. And then that stuff went everywhere. So, yeah. But I'm glad she did, because it's awesome. And it was £8 a metre.
Perhaps I should have bought.
I tried to talk you into buying the pinky one.
Yes.
But you weren't having any of it.
No, mustn't have too much.
No, because you get stressed.
I had a budget too, so I had to stick to my budget. Danny gave me a budget.
I had a budget.
Yeah.
Mine was just
yours
bigger
was a bit
than
different.
I got this one from Montreux Fabrics, and I also I've left it in the other room. I got a rose print one from them as well, which I will show you. Go and grab in a minute when the camera battery runs out and show you them. But this is going to be either an Eve dress or the Till the Sun Goes Down beach pyjamas.
I think that would look lovely.
I think it's probably going to end up being the beach pyjamas, because I have a lot of Eve dresses already, and I have lots of fabrics that are destined to be Eve dresses. So there's that one. Well, they're just going on the floor now because I've got to go back in the wash. Yep. We went to Sew Box and they had loads and loads of patterns there, and there were quite a few that you were looking through that you liked, but you were specifically looking for top patterns, weren't you? So we got the Sewaholic Alma blouse.
Yes.
And yeah, I really like this as well. And Sewaholic are designed for pear shapes.
Yes.
So, which is great. Although they are designed for a V cup, so we may need to adjust that area. But so far I've really enjoyed every Sewaholic pattern that I've made. But yeah, when we get to it, there's some wearable muslin fodder for this in here, isn't there, as well? Yes. But so Mum bought this one, and I bought the Nicola Dress, which I think you like as well, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, it's a shirt dress, but it's got a much more open neckline, and it's also got an elasticated waist that you then put a tie over, which really appeals to me, because you
sounds like a good idea.
Eat a big dinner and then still look so they've got that one.
And the way you go up and down. more down now than up. It means you
That's
don't have
true,
to keep
this is
remaking
true, this is
because
true, this
it'll
is true.
tighten up as well as
Yes.
loosen.
In fact, you didn't get that from Sewbox, did you? You got that from the Fold line.
Ah,
Because I remember they put it in that nice
that's
blue
right. I was
wrapper.
looking at the big
Yes.
ones in the sew box. Yeah.
Yes, so she got the. She was looking at hot patterns from
Yeah.
Sewbox, but yes,
Yeah.
so she got this from the Fold line. I got mine from Sewbox, but I also got this from the Fold line, which is the Fumeterre, and I'm sorry about my pronunciation. And I've been looking at this one, and I was just like, oh, I like it, but I don't know if I'd ever wear that. Then I've seen some of them made up and being worn in the wild, and they're just gorgeous. And they've been made up of some quite lightweight fabrics as well. Although you can make them up in cotton voile, viscose, chambray, soft linen, wool or light velvet, and I like the sound of all of those. And I really like the options that you have for the button up or the fly front with the pockets. This one will get made, and I might make one of them. I think you're awesome. And then the final patterns that I bought are from Till the Sun Goes Down, and they're Now and Then patterns, and they're the Clara blouse, the All Seasons dress, and the Evelyn blouse, and I am obviously putting up pictures somewhere of close-ups of these for you. I have been eyeing up all of these patterns for absolutely ages, and I've even bought fabric to go with the Evelyn blouse. Now, when I first saw this one, I was just like, oh, okay, that's nice, but I don't think it's me. And then Andre had a sample up in a cream chiffon on the store, and it was just gorgeous, and I was like, oh, I need that. I mean, clearly I don't. I'm running out of pattern storage space. But so I've actually bought some fabrics to go with this one. One is a wearable muslin, and then a really expensive one for hopefully the finished garment, which is at the bottom of this lot here somewhere. Next up, I will show you. So this is Mum's fault. I walked past this stall very happily. I was tempted to look, but I decided not to. And this is where Ines came up and said, poked her head over my shoulder and was like, I thought you weren't buying any more fabric. Ines, you know better than that. I fibbed. It's not Melton, it's not Paris tweed. It's a type of famous wool, begins with a B.
Berwick?
Something like that. I can't remember. This lady makes bags out of it, and these are her offcuts. So she's, you know, making money off of her offcuts, which is very clever. And it's usually £50 a metre. And she gave me 58 centimetres for £20, which was, I saw this one and I was like, oh, those are my colours, aren't they gorgeous? And I'd paid, and then Mum popped up with, oh look, have you seen this? And I think there's 10 centimetres there, and I don't think it's the entire width of the fabric. She gave me this for a £5.
Yeah.
Except you had to pay for it.
Yes, she owes me for that.
I do. I need to give Mum a £5
I thought
back.
that would make a really good trim.
They do.
This colour just in these bits.
Yes, it works really well, and I have some faux leather this colour as well, so
Right.
that tied in
Look
with all of
lovely.
this is going to look really lovely. Very pleased with this one. And then to repay the favour for Mum, I found her this.
Just my colours.
It's gorgeous.
Yes, I wasn't going to buy any.
Well, no, I'm not sure what you're going to make with this, because it is quite a narrow strip, but it is quite wide, so it's going to be interesting trying to piece pattern pieces together on this. But maybe the Aster bag, I think we said this, didn't we? Yeah, the Aster bag. Hopefully there'll be enough to use this on some part of that pattern, but I think that's the next one that we're going to make, isn't it? Because I showed you, and you very much like the structure of that one, don't you? You like the Celine bag that you're using at the moment, but there's just a few bits that you want to change about that, isn't there? I went with a list this time. I did have a list of things that I wanted to buy, and I kind of stuck to it, as well as extras.
I had a list, but it was up here. When I stopped working, I've stopped making lists. I hate them.
Your secretary made you lists.
My secretary made me
So you didn't even have to make lists back
And
then.
I had a diary.
Yes.
I didn't like lists.
No, Mum is not a list person. I am very much, I need it written down for me.
It's like when you go home when you're younger, they have a list for you of things that have to be done. And I think that started my hatred of lists.
she's really anti them, even like shopping lists and things like that. She does that on her phone and doesn't class that
I have
as a
a
list.
very good shopping list on my phone, and that's fine because I just tick it.
Yes. But I like lists, and I went with a list. So when I went round to Girl Charlie, I wanted some fabric to make myself some jogging bottoms. So this is a really pretty French terry. It's so soft. So soft. And this is to replace those grey Qatar Airlines secret pyjamas that you've been begging me to stop wearing for years now. She shouldn't give them to me. They're so comfortable. I bought myself some of this green to make myself another pair of jogging bottoms. And this will go really nicely with all the really pretty coloured French terries that I've been buying for the tops of it as well. So there's that. And then... but it's all got to go in the wash. Yep. The dog's got to come and roll around in it. Yep. It's alright, it's got to be washed, Susie, you're fine. Yeah. Are you going to disappear again? You do every time the dog comes over, you're just like, she disappears on camera, like, okay. I also wanted to make the saffron jeans or some kind of faux leather legging, and the burgundy, black and grey faux leather or vegan leather that Girl Charlie do has enough stretch to do the saffron jeans. The metallic-y colours that they have do not, so that's something to bear in mind. But I wanted burgundy and black anyway. I had a pair of American Apparel faux leather leggings that I wore to death, so I thought I'd try these again. It's going to be interesting trying to yeah, I like the idea. Let's see that,
no, Fabric Fairy doesn't want them.
Yes, he does.
They wash?
They need washing, yeah.
They wash?
Yeah, they wash.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay.
One would hope trousers wash.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dry cleaning, but they
gosh,
not.
no. Oh, so also, and the reason I'm doing so much and Mum's doing a little bit every now and again is because I bought so much more than she did.
And I talk too much.
Yeah. No, you don't. Not at all. I just got so much stuff. You will recognise this fabric from my Till the Sun Goes Down beach pyjama sew along video, and when I made that I was at my largest and I've lost a bit of weight and they just looked a little bit too voluminous on me, but they fit Big Bird really well. And Big Bird, the reason they fit Big Bird really well is because I'm 5'8" and Big Bird's 6 foot tall, so all the voluminousness kind of just spaced out much better on her. So when I went to see Andre at Till the Sun Goes Down, I knew I wanted some more of this, and this is pretty much the last of it. I bought 3 meters. It was £50 for 3 meters. This stuff is not cheap, but it is absolutely gorgeous, and it wears really, really well, and it's lovely against the skin. This may be turned into beach pajamas, but it is so pretty that it might become a dress. It's going to be one of those two things, but it does need washing. Should we do one? There we go. Let's do 2 of yours.
We've forgotten the cork.
It's alright, I'll go get that when I go get the...
Yes.
Yeah. Mum bought cork too.
Bag making. You know, I'm making, maybe you do, lots of wallets at the moment for friends. So I was looking for innards, and I've got to make another prototype because I think we've decided on the one she wants, but I need to make it in a leather to test how it looks, and if it's too thick, because it's made in a canvas at the moment. But I thought for bags
basically
and wallets.
Mum is a magpie, just like me. This is where I get my magpie tendencies, and you can see how shiny they are. We were across the room, and she went, "Oh look," and kind of made a beeline for this stall, and was just like, and they had lots of different variations of this, and there's lots of coordinating fabrics in this one, but you went for these 2, and then you went back for some cork, didn't you, which I will show you in a minute. But aren't they pretty? They are so shiny on the camera.
Yeah, I think they'll be
I
think they'll be good.
I mean, these actually aren't the right colour for your friend's wallets at all.
No, I couldn't find. I was tempted on a bluey similar one like this, but she really, hers is chartreuse and
emerald and magenta.
Emerald and magenta.
Yes.
And I couldn't find the right colour.
No, she did want the chartreuse leather, but they had run out of it, so she went for emerald instead. Right. Yes. So it's going to be a nice and subtle
in your face.
I think if you've watched the vlogs, you will know that right by the VIP seating area was the Textile Center. It's the first time I've seen them at the shows, and I knew it was going to be lethal. Yeah. And they're very, very good, aren't they? They drape their fabrics on forms, body forms. So it's so visually appealing, and they do the same on their website as well. And it was just one of those things where they had lots up on the forms that I was just like, oh, they're so pretty. I bought stuff from them both days because I have no willpower, clearly. I mean, it's the same. I kind of wander past the new in section of their website quite frequently, and it's like, oh no, look what jumped into my basket. They'd done another thing with their offcuts, or their small pieces that were left, where they'd hung them all up on coat hangers and then just put the label of how much was on them. Quite a few of these are from those as well. So this first one has been washed. I've got 1.7 meters of it. I think he gave it to me for 1.5 meters at £5 a meter. It's a viscose, it's a crinkly one, In fact, viscose crepe. It's definitely got crepe texture. But this one was on one of those hangers, and it was on the end of a hanger whilst we were having lunch, and I kept seeing people touching it, and I was like, that's mine. Get your mitts off. So after we'd had lunch, I went over and purchased this one. This one has been washed, so I'm not just going to fling this one on the floor. It's going to go back here. And then this hasn't been washed. This is another one. I think there's quite a bit more of this one. I think there is almost 3 meters of this one. But isn't it beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. And I think, again, this is either going to be an Eve dress or a beach pajamas. And it's a viscose, so it's going to be, I mean, as you can see, it creases the minute you look at it. Viscose does crinkle, it does wrinkle as you wear it, but it's so comfortable. It's one of those things that you kind of have to just take the rough with the smooth kind of thing, but it's just so pretty. I was very happy when they told me there was 3 meters of this one. I was buying it regardless of how much there was.
You would have thought of something.
I would have made a top with it if I could have. When he said there's 3 meters, how much do you want? All of it. Okay. I went and got the cork that Mum bought, and again, Mum has magpie tendencies, and I'm not sure if this is going to show up on camera, but it has little gold flecks in it.
Might go with that
Aster bag, maybe. It could possibly go with that. Yeah. Mum bought ½ meter of that, and it was £10 for ½ meter, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Whilst I was out, I also got the pink roses that I got from Montreux Fabrics. I bought a meter of this, and that for me, again, it's going to be sort of bag insides. So
perfect.
I just saw it and I was like, oh, that's so pretty, but it's not something I'd wear. But
perfect,
it's definitely
if you like pink.
Which I do.
And lots of people do. You were, as a child, we used to say you're into pink because everything had to be pink. All the clothes, everything.
I wouldn't wear trousers either, would I?
No, until I made you some pink dungarees.
Oh, and then
and then it was fine.
Precocious child, wasn't I?
Yes.
Right, I'm going through my Textile Center purchases, because I think that's where I spent. Actually, you know what? Even with the amount I bought, I don't think that's where I spent the most money. I think that was Emma Rosenberg and so. Again, if you've watched the vlogs, this one was on one of the mannequins at the Textile Center, and I'd been already and bought other things and left this one alone, and then came back at the end of the day, and there was another lady who just got served just after me, or got talked to just after me, and she wanted this too. He found the roll for me. And I wanted 5 meters because I was going to make a really big dress and probably a top as well, but there was only 3 meters left, and then there was stains on the last ½ meter, so he's charged me £12.50 for 2.5 meters, but I got the 3. They said that they possibly had another bolt of it in the warehouse and they were going to bring it back the next day, and they didn't. I went and checked, but the poor lady, she was like, he measured it out for me and he went, how much do you want? I was like, all of it. She went, well, that's answered my question then. So sorry. If you ever see this lovely lady, I'm very sorry, but I will love it. So again, viscose, I don't know if I said that, but 3 meters, so beach pajamas or Eve dress. I might try a different wraparound dress because I have quite a lot of those patterns, but I just know I can get the Eve dress out of 3 meters. So when I say Eve dress, it's going to end up being a wrap dress, but it may not necessarily be exactly that one. When they didn't have exactly the amount I wanted of that blue one, I obviously had to get the black and white one. So I've got 4 meters of this one. That is definitely going to be a dress and a top. It's just so pretty, and I absolutely love viscose. It's just so comfortable to wear. And as you can, if you my fabric stash in my house, there's an entire shelf of just viscose, which I actually don't have enough room in. I'm gonna have to rejig my fabric stash. Talking of a love of viscose, I saw this one and was just like, Mum, this is perfect for you. And you weren't overly keen to begin with, were you?
I wasn't convinced. Felt it was a bit bright.
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous, and it's so in your colours.
But yes,
yeah. So this is what Mum is bought for wearable muslin fodder for the Alma blouse, and then she's also saw, whilst we were there, this is the trouble with the Textile Center, that you start looking and then you see other things and you're like, oh yes. So they also had this one.
Yeah. Leaves.
Yes.
Little leaves,
but on a mustard background, both of which are going to look absolutely gorgeous on you. And I think you're going to try the different sleeve lengths of the Alma, aren't you? Yeah. I'm not done with my Textile Center stuff yet either. This was another one that was.
I love this. I should have got this. I think this is mine.
They only had this.
It's mine.
It's not yours.
No, I think it is.
No,
I think you have too many leaves.
I don't think I need that kind of negativity in my life. So this was another one of their offcuts, and I'd seen it a couple of times and I'd walked past it because it's a jersey, but then I remembered that Friday Pattern Company have released the Adrian t-shirt, and I love it, and I thought that this would be a really good fabric to make that t-shirt up in. So it has a plan for it. I'm sorry.
It would also be very nice.
On you?
Yeah, on me, yeah. Oh no, because it's stretched, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I was thinking by the pool, but...
By the pool? Oh, no, I really think that the Adrian blouse is going to look, or t-shirt is going to look amazing in this, because it has very large sleeves, but they're gathered at the bottom.
Right.
And you can either wear it off the shoulder or on the shoulder.
Oh,
so yeah, that's what this one was bought for. It's not yours. I can't leave any of my fabrics unattended around her.
I haven't pinched any yet.
She keeps threatening to, though. So this was another one of their offcuts, remnants, larger pieces. I really liked this one because it's got silver metallic in it, and that's quite hard to find. The majority of metallics tend to be gold. So I saw this, and again, leaves, but I thought I have lots and lots of patterns, so I don't know exactly which one it's going to be, but I have lots and lots of patterns with bishop sleeves, and I thought that this would be really nice as a sheer blouse to wear over an Ogden cami, and it will also give me the kick up the arse that I need to make the Ogden cami. I think there's just 1.7 meters of this, but I'm looking forward to working with it as well, and it's going to be the first time that I've worked with something quite this lightweight and shifty. So that's going to be fun and games to learn what I need to do with that as well. But this stuff can be washed, so spray starch possibly.
Yeah.
Or even washing it with starch.
So.
Final one that I've got from the Textile Center is this one. You guys will all recognise this. We've had every colourway of it in this house. Made Big Bird's mum a 8577 dress out of the turquoise one. I have made a t-shirt, a woven t-shirt with a cowl neck, and the Eve dress out of this green one. But the Eve dress was my first time making it, and it was too big for me, so I gave that one to Big Bird, and I bought myself another 3 meters to replace that dress because I very much enjoy wearing this fabric. They did have some of the red one available as well, which you've had, but you decided that you'd taken against the fabric, hadn't you? Because you'd made a dress out of it and top out of
and it didn't work.
Both of which were a bit of a fail, weren't they?
Well, the top I will wear, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, good. But the dress was a
disaster.
Definite fail, wasn't it? So
Disaster.
So that's it for the Textile Center, believe it or not. I still have a giant pile here from M. Rosenberg, and so does Mum. In fact, there's one more. There you go, from M. Rosenberg in it, because that's not enough. But I have got some other bits to show you first. So there was this place called Pepe Beads, and again, if you've watched the vlog, you will see that my inner magpie was just so happy, and they were doing a show discount. They've only opened on the 14th of February, and everything was half price at the show, I believe. So I bought £10 worth of different sizes of the same colour of beads. And what I would like, if Mum doesn't mind, because Mum doesn't like boring knitting, but I would like a really boring plain jumper that I can then sew these onto, because I think that's going to look beautiful. And then also some of these are going to be the eyes for my owl jumper that Mum knit for me out of that.
Which would be good,
yeah,
to finish
it finished. Because it looks beautiful with just the kind of...
Yes,
but they are definitely owls, and they need their eyeballs. So they're going to have some eyeballs, which is good. And then we couldn't remember the name of this company yesterday, but I remember now, Black Sheep Wools.
Oh, well done.
So it's where it was where you got your... So they had 2 stores. Oh, so they have the free-for-all store where they have packets of wool like this at amazing prices. This one was reduced from £40 to £17, and it's a really pretty kind of sagey green colour.
It's got a sheen to it.
Yes, it's baby bamboo double knit, Sidar Smuggly. I'm going to get some kind of a cardigan out of that, aren't I? Yes, she loves me. They had some of the Falkland Aran, didn't they?
Oh, it's very tempting.
So, yeah, they had it in a really... I was tempted, and Mum was tempted by a couple of the colours, and the packs were £140 reduced to £60. But at that point we decided that we were going to buy it at the Festival of Quilts, weren't we? And we've now decided that we're not going to the Festival of Quilts this year, because we are going to make Australia happen, so we need to be sensible about where we're spending money.
Can't do everything.
Unfortunately not, unless we win the lottery. That would be good. I'm really pleased with that. It's a really nice colour. Right, and I think we're on to the home straight, I promise. We've got The M. Rosenberg and Son fabrics that both of us bought. I just need to go and grab Mum's expensive silk.
Oh, if you put it against black,
It looks grey.
it's dark green.
It's not green.
It's a very dark green.
Really?
Yep.
Well, everybody sees colours in
Yep.
different ways. Mum found this very beautiful, very expensive silk. It's £35 a metre. It's from Italy. It's a tessuti fabric. And you're going to, well, I thought you were going to be making the Amelie blouse.
I think I'll have to, because I don't think anything else will.
No, because there is only a metre of this. We had this discussion yesterday. Let me know, obviously monitors make colours look very different, so it'll be interesting to see what it comes up as on the monitor as well. But I think this is a very dark grey, black background. And as you've just heard, Mum thinks it's dark green. So, but I do think the Amelie, I mean, Mum can get an Amelie blouse out of 80 centimetres of fabric, so
hopefully
you're going to have loads left.
Hopefully.
But it is absolutely beautiful and very, very, oh, it just feels lovely.
It's lovely, isn't it?
We went to M. Rosenberg first because it's a free-for-all there and it does get very busy, but I wanted to have first selection of all the goodies and make sure that I got the thing that I was hoping to get, which I did. I'm trying to fold this up because this one doesn't go in a pile on the floor.
No.
So the one that I was hoping to get was this one, which you guys will probably recognise from Mum's 8577 that she's made from it. She bought it last year and there was some left over and I don't know why I didn't buy it. I really don't know why I didn't buy it.
No, because you've been saying that all year.
Oh yeah. Mum was wearing the dress that she made out of it on the first day and she walked up to the stall and they were just like, oh madam, you look fabulous in your dress. And she's like, yes. And he said, we have some more of that. And I was like, great, because I want it. It's a different colourway. This one has got more turquoise in it, like this lighter blue. Yours is the burgundy kind of colourway, isn't it?
Yes.
And so when he pulled this out, I was just like, fabulous, I'll have 5 metres please. And also it was £8 a metre instead of 10. I got a bargain. And it just so happened that I was also after some Debbie Bliss silk double knit because I've got a jumper knitted out of one of the variegated ones, which is so soft, and I wanted a solid colour. And this was the only solid colour that they had, so I bought it, not even realising that it's absolutely perfect for this one. So Mum's going to make me a Vianne cardigan out of this to go with this dress, and this probably will end up being an 8577 as well, so we'll just have to coordinate what days who wears what on what day. So this is a viscose linen, I believe, and it is just absolutely gorgeous and I'm very excited that I finally got some. I can do one of yours now. We're about the same level of...
Oh, okay.
So this is a very heavyweight jersey. It's not a scuba, but it is a very heavyweight and nice recovery stretch jersey. I think you want to make the dress that you're wearing now, don't you?
This one, yes.
Yeah, the
I think
Vogue 8972, which will look beautiful. It's definitely not going to be a summer dress because that would be very, very hot to wear. But yeah, this is really lovely print, and you kept umming and ahhing about it, but you kept going back to it, didn't you?
I did, yes. I was a bit worried that it was such a big pattern on me, but
it's going to look lovely.
I think it'll be alright.
Yeah, it's going to look really lovely. And it's super stretchy. I've got 3.5 meters of that one. And because I, obviously have complete fabric envy, I got the same fabric but with giant roses on it. Giant pink roses, and I got 3.5 meters of this one as well. It was £10 per meter. I saw this last year and didn't buy it because I bought a different rose print fabric that was not stretch, and I thought, no, I can't have 2 rose print fabrics the same kind of scale and style. Apparently I can. So yes, there's that one, which is gorgeous.
Have you made the other one up?
No. I know what I'm going to make. It's going to be my birthday dress this year.
Oh right, okay.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Yes. Right, so these, I was talking about the Evelyn pattern earlier. This is my wearable muslin fabric. It's a peach skin, and it's just, I saw it the first day and I went back and bought it the second day. It's just so pretty. I really like it.
It's lovely.
Peach skin doesn't crease.
Nice too. What is peach skin?
Polyester.
Oh,
so not overly comfortable to wear in hot weather.
No.
But yeah, it's really pretty.
Very pretty.
I was trying to describe to, because I was on the other side of the store, and I was trying to describe to him this fabric so he could go and find it, and he was completely confused. And when it came out, it was giant. I said giant roses, which are peachy and yellow colours, And I was right. I was well impressed with myself, because usually I make things up.
And he did actually find it?
No, I found it.
Oh, you found it. Okay.
Yes, no, I went and found it. So that's going to be my wearable muslin for when I finally pluck up the courage to cut into this £30 a metre chiffon that I got. This is one that you were eyeing up as well, wasn't it? This is not yours either.
No.
It is gorgeous. So I got 1.7 metres, because that's exactly what the pattern called for. And like I say, it's £30 a metre. So I was, yeah. But it is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And the pattern actually has a facing around the neckline, but the one that Andre had made looks like she used bias binding to finish the neckline, which I'm going to do as well, because obviously a facing through this would really show. And again, this is going to be a really good kick up the backside to make an Ogden cami to wear underneath it, because it is very sheer.
And she's showing it upside down, so there you are, that's the right
Was
way.
I? Were the flowers upside down?
Yeah, they were upside down.
Oh dear, poor flowers.
I know.
But I'm going to make the long sleeved version as well, this one, because I just love those kind of billowy sleeves. This one's not going to get thrown on the floor because it doesn't need to be washed. Your final fabric. You feeling tired having done this for the second time?
It's exhausting. I don't know how she does it every day.
This is from M. Rosenberg as well.
Yeah.
It's a cotton. It was £10 a metre, and you bought 5 metres because this is going to be an 8577.
I think so.
You like that dress.
I like
you
that
wear
dress.
that dress.
Yeah.
You feel confident in that dress, don't you?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what this one's going to be. It is a little bit sheer, so you may need to wear a slip underneath it, because I think you decided you don't like the lining on the skirt, do you?
That makes it too much material.
Too much floof.
Too much floof.
I don't think there can ever be so much. I think it's too much floof.
For an old lady.
Well, I'm also about 4 inches taller than you are.
Yeah,
exactly. So that
exactly.
does make a difference.
It does.
Yeah.
And I can't wear high heels.
No.
Anymore.
This is really pretty. Yeah, this one's not going on the floor because we need this for a thumbnail in a minute.
Oh right.
So I'm going to remember to do the thumbnails. I usually forget.
So I shall just sit here.
Just sit here. So my final one is this shiny gorgeousness, and it actually has these sheer panels on it as well. Let's see if I can find a sheer panel that I can show you. The sheer panel there, but it's a ex-Ted Baker, which I totally believe. I kind of think I've seen something made up in this. I bought 5 metres of it, and it was £10 a metre, and I can't decide if I'm going to make a coat or a dress out of this. Mum keeps saying dressmaker's ball dress, but I already have the fabric for that, so no. But this could end up being my birthday dress if I don't use that other rose print that I talked about. But I kind of like the idea of making a really obnoxious coat out of it. I really like that idea, so possibly, but it could end up being a skirt and a jacket. That might happen. But I have plenty of it, which is good, so I can, you know, play around with what I end up doing. But it was just so pretty, and I love the copper in it as well.
And that's not for washing either.
No, this is definitely not for washing. No. That's our fabric haul.
Wow.
Worked out between the two of us, we spent £800. I spent most of that. But this is now our only time that we do this year, but usually we do only do 2 of these trips a year, and it is just so much fun to actually be able to touch fabric in real life.
Yes, I really enjoy it.
We have 2 fabric stores on the island, one of which is a quilting dedicated shop with the Stitching Elmers up in Ryde, and they're great, but it is quilting cottons. And then there is Helices in Newport. Because we only have those 2 that are close to us, it is so lovely to go to a place where everything's there and you can touch and feel.
Yeah, and you get ideas.
Yeah,
see different things.
It's nice seeing what people are wearing, isn't it? And what they've done with certain fabrics.
Yeah.
There was one lady wearing that linen that you were wearing.
I didn't see that.
You did. I
went up to her and I said, I do like your. Yeah.
So yeah, it's a lot of fun. I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.